Hey guys, welcome back to That's Mr. Camper. We are gonna be doing another what video. What about this for Gears of War 4? And today we're gonna be talking about Horde Mode. Yes, Horde Mode, not multiplayer, not campaign, Horde Mode. One of the huge reasons why Gears of War Judgment was such an epic failure is that I know it's heartbreaking, but not everyone that plays Gears of War plays it for multiplayer or the campaign. They play it for a little bit of Horde Mode. And if you like it, love it, hate it, want some more of it, Horde Mode is a great game type. I've went level 50 on every single map since its basic conception. I have defeated every boss. That doesn't make me a Horde Mode whore, but I do like it as the occasional break from multiplayer, and it to me is way more interesting than the campaign itself. So I prepared a little statement to follow here so I don't get off track, which I'm already doing. Here we go. Love it or leave it, Horde Mode for Gears of War has been a staple for the franchise and a fan favorite since its conception. Introduced as a new dynamic to a multiplayer and campaign-based game, the results were so good that many other big games made it a mantelpiece and introduced it into their games. Call of Duty. It also was one of the main reasons J was such an epic failure. Survival. If we can take anything away from these interviews that Rob Ferguson has done, Horde Mode will be back and better than ever. But at the same time, let's make this a timeless classic. Horde Mode, timeless classic. At PAX, Rod Ferguson expressed his regret in not having Horde Mode in GAL 1. I couldn't agree more with that statement. That could be thinking about Horde Mode coming back in Gears of War 4 and how they would make more people play Horde and find it more enjoyable. Let me start off by saying I don't want to change anything about the fundamentals of Horde. Keep the basics the same, please. But there are a few additions that would make this mode much more enjoyable and playable long into the future of Gears. The first thing is very simple, and what I would suggest, make the fortifications optional. Let us choose if we want to build blockades and moats and tripwires and turrets and all that shit that seemed to make Gears of War 3 Horde Mode much easier to complete than Gears of War 2. I personally found them very cumbersome, and it made me feel like I was babysitting them the entire time that I was playing Horde Mode. They were always flashing on the screen, spend your money, spend your money, spend your money. And I personally didn't like that. Some people loved it. They want some more of it. Well, if you make it optional, point and click, you can do whatever the hell you want. Second, don't make the weapon spawns the same spawns for multiplayer. It's not freaking multiplayer. So make the weapon spawns tailored to Horde Mode. Even if it means less spawns for the weapons on a map, because it will make it so easy to beat. And I think Horde Mode should be difficult. It should be a fight for your life kind of deal. And if there's weapons all over the map, or the wrong weapons all over the map, it just ruins the feeling for me. I always got the feeling that there's something. It's a fight for your life. Most weapons that spawn become obsolete after wave 15 to 20. Even the weapons that you pick up, except for maybe the boom shot or the flamethrower or nades, they become obsolete after level 15 or 20. So make Horde Pacific weapon spawns. Third, stop bringing multiplayer mechanics to Horde. What I mean is, you just can't do in multiplayer what you do in Horde, or vice versa. You can't do in Horde what you do in multiplayer. Just because it works in multiplayer, that doesn't mean it's gonna work in Horde mode. For example here, destructible environments or Horde specific maps that cater to the eye and change the landscape for the mode that you might be playing in for 6 hours to complete level 50. If you're in level going from 1 to 50 and the map's entirely the same the entire time, how great would it be to have destructible environments where you might want to change your position a third or halfway or 3/4 of the way through the map? I think that would be personally awesome. A building fucking crumbles, or a ship washes sandbar. A ship washes ashore and you get to fight out of the fucking wheelhouse of the ship or something like that. This will keep people more engaged in the area that they're playing at that particular time. The final suggestion that I have for Horde mode is make era-based map. Yes, era-based map. Gears 1, Gears 2, Gears 3. It was said by Mr. Ferguson himself in the fireside chat. I wish I would have put Horde in Gears of War 1. Thank you. I wish it was there too. But now that you have keys to the new Gears of War 4 Ferrari, you can do whatever you want, basically. And I think a Gears of War 1, Gears of War 2, Gears of War 3, fuck Judgment, and you make it based on those maps. What I mean is, you fight the bosses from those eras. You go back to the maps from those eras. You get the weapons from those eras. Sights, sounds, smells, touches. How great would it be? Gal 1 fucking war machine, or mansion, or you get Gal 2 blood drive, which is much better than Gal 3's blood drive, by the way, or Judgment, dare I say, better than that. In my opinion, Gears of War 3 had the best maps for Horde. Gears of War 1 had incredible maps, and if you made a Gears of War Horde mode that was era-based, with the bosses, with the weapons, with the enemies of that era, I guarantee you that me personally would be playing the shit out of a Gal 1 map on Horde mode. And toggle the defenses on and off depending on how you want. Another idea is to increase the rate of the enemies rushing your defenses. A constant flow of enemies, how they run, how they walk, how aggressive they are, things like that, that I think that you can fine-tune to make your Horde mode the most customizable as possible. These are just a few of the suggestions that I have for Horde mode. I personally like Horde mode. There's lots of you out there that couldn't give a rat's ass about Horde mode. They want the campaign. They want the multiplayer. But there are so many people on my friends list that didn't buy Judgment or stopped playing Gears of War 3 because of their lack of diversity in Horde mode. And I can think of no better capping off on a great game is to have a little diversity in your game. Multiplayer, of course. Great campaign, of course. And let's cap it off with a fantastic Horde mode. Guys, thank you very much for watching another episode of What I hope you enjoyed the episode. Please hit that like button. It means the world to me if you do. And remember, if you're not having fun, then it's not a game. See you guys soon.